Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Game Night, the Solo Tracy edition. I'm Tracy, and before I get started, I definitely want to thank everybody for tuning in. Um, I got an interesting topic tonight for us to talk about. So I'm going to get all of my commercials out of the way first, and we'll get started. If you are not a Patreon of mine, please consider becoming a Patreon. Support starts at just $2 a month. That's literally, 50 cents a week. And you will get all types of things that you don't normally see on YouTube, especially I am doing a Patreon exclusive series called Tracy Buys a House. So if you want to see that, you have to be a Patreon. Remember, support starts at $2. You can definitely do that. Also, remember to subscribe. Usually, this is the first thing I say, but I want to start asking people again, like I do all the time, is to subscribe to my page. The goal is to get 1,000 subscribers. We are 896 away. Um, so a little away from 1,000, but it's still doable. Remember to like this video, share this video, and of course subscribe to the channel. That will be great. Also, join my Tracy Media Facebook group. You can either search Tracy Media fan page or take down that address and it'll lead you right to it. We have some insightful discussions. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's more serious depending on the situation. But definitely consider joining the Facebook group. Join my mailing list. My views have not been what I want them to be, and I don't know why that is. Maybe people forget that I'm on every Tuesday and Friday. So join my mailing list, and you can I will email you probably no more than 3 times a week about when my shows are broadcasted or I load up something to YouTube. You can do that at Tracy Media LLC at gmail.com. Like my Facebook page. Definitely like my Facebook page. I only have like 42 likes, 43, something around there. Just like my Facebook page. Again, except for searching Tracy Media fan page, just search Tracy Media LLC. It'll come right up. And also, I usually don't ask for this. I don't like asking for this. But if you could support me on Cash App, that would be so great. I have a lot of stuff coming up that I might talk about if time permits. But my Cash App is $Tracy Media 74. Hi, Parker. How are you? Hope to see you tomorrow at the Say What Awards, which is what I'm going to talk about next. So, tomorrow, since I did such a poor job of recording the first Say What Awards shows, we're going to be doing it again tomorrow. And it will air the following Wednesday, I believe. So, be on the lookout. I want to get that date. It's February the 1st. So it'll be uploaded February 1st for everyone to see. Those who I wanted to invite have received their invitation, and we're going to have a great time tomorrow. Okay, and it's, like I said, once I load up the video, it'll be there. And the last event, I got to talk about this. I know it's in September, but I have an event going on in September. I'm kind of talking about it now because I'm always one of those people. I believe if you plan, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So look on my website, tracymedia.com/r-events. And the reason I am bringing this up now is I need help on that on September the 8th and September the 9th. this channel is going to have a 10-hour telethon. That's right. I'm going to stay up 10 hours straight. So I'm looking for people that sing, do spoken word poetry, um, any type of talent that you feel that you can donate. My goal is to raise some money for a new computer because I desperately need one. So go to my page, tracymedia.com/r hyphen events. Now, last week I said this was going to be a short show and it ended up being an hour. I'm hoping that this won't be that long. We'll see. Depends on if somebody comes in or not. So we'll get started. So I want to kind of talk about two things, but they're kind of like related. So I want to talk about ranking my favorite pieces of chicken. I know. And then I want to talk about how the best ways to fix the chicken are. And I keep hearing a ring, and I'm trying to figure out where this is coming from. And I'm starting to look down. I'm like, is it my phone that's doing that? It can't be because um, it can't be. But is this like an annoying sound? Okay, yes, Parker. So the telethon, the fundraising telethon will be September the 8th, starting at 8 o'clock p.m. And then I'll end Saturday the 9th at 8 a.m. So I'm planning on a 10-hour stream. Yes, I'm going to do it because you know what? That great politician Phil Davidson taught us one thing. Drastic times call for drastic measures. And I need this computer and new lighting. As you can tell, it's kind of dark. If you look on my screen, it's really, really dark. So I need to do something to raise 3,500. I have 500 myself, so that's good that I had, some saved. But what it's gonna cost me to get this to look the way that I think it should look, we're gonna need some help, or I'm gonna need some help. So yes, Parker. Oh, that's 12 hours. Okay, math. 12, 10 is more than 8. Um, so I guess I gotta change that thing on the. Okay. No, I'm gonna do 8 to 8, so it'll be 12 hours. So next week I'll start saying 12 hours and then go change my page. But I'm mentioning it early because again, I'm looking for people with some type of talent. If you ever wanted to be a part of one of my shows, um, definitely hit me up on my email. I'll be looking for, like I said, singers, spoken word artists, painter, just any type of talent that you have. Um, and hopefully I can raise that money. I'm trying to think of how I can display how much money I've raised. I don't know how to do that on a live stream. So if I can't, I won't. But we'll just kind of go from there. So that's what I wanted to announce. So again, first of all, I want to rank the uh, my favorite pieces. Well, the parts of chicken and rank them in the order I like them. And then I want to talk about, well, what are my favorite ways to rank them? So, and this is in order. I'm going to go from 4 to 1. So there's some parts of the chicken I'm just automatically throwing out. Chicken feet. No, no, sir, no, ma'am. I'm not. No, we're not going to do that. Chicken gizzards. No, those are disgusting and chewy, and I don't necessarily. I think chicken gizzards are organ meat, and I'm not an organ meat fan. Um, ugh. So the gizzards and the chicken feet are just out. Um, I just can't do it. Yes, Parker, chicken feet. People actually, like here in the Midwest or in Indiana, chicken feet are like really, really, really popular in some communities. And I'm just like, why do I want to eat Um, um, Chicken feet. Oh no. Yes, I am gonna need some energy drinks, but I plan on, like sleeping in the part of the first because I'm taking off that Friday from work. There's no way I'm gonna work and then try to stay up for 12 hours. So I'm gonna take off work, sleep in the morning, and then just like be drinking like all kind of stuff. And like I said, as it gets closer to the date, I'll start talking about like how the hours are gonna like work themselves out. But remember, if you have any type of talent, hit me up at tracymediallc@gmail.com. I need your help. Please help me. I don't like to beg, but like I said, it calls for drastic times, call for drastic measures. So again, I'm throwing away some parts of the chicken. I said chicken feet, I won't eat. Chicken gizzards, I won't eat. Um, I guess you could also put rooster testicles in there. I didn't even know this was a thing until I watched some food show. I'm like, people eat that? But those three, no. So basically, I'm talking about the drumstick, the thigh, the wing, and the breast. Those are the four. And I see somebody coming on here that I want to bring on. Good evening, Anna. How are you? Can you hear me?
Hang on, I'm not sure. Hang on. Be right back.
Okay, so Anna's gonna go away for a second. So, um, so I'm gonna again rank these pieces of chicken in the order that I like them. The fourth one is got to be the drumstick. Who sits around and eats drumsticks on purpose? They're disgusting. They're dry. I don't care if you fry them, barbecue them, saute them, rotisserie them. Just there's no point to chicken drumsticks. They're for little children, and even little children are like, no, I don't want any part of this. Um, Let me just not eat this. I don't get it. I don't understand why people eat the drumstick. It's like, who goes to the store and thinks, I want some chicken? Let me buy all drumsticks. Nobody does that. Like sometimes you get like the leg quarter, but that's got the thigh attached to it, and most likely you'll cut the thigh off of the drumstick and then just like I don't know, give it to. Even the dogs don't like drumsticks. I've noticed that dogs don't seem to like drumsticks either. Um, I I just don't understand why people eat them. It's like they just sit there and say, um, hey, let me eat the nastiest part of this bird that I can. And so then they eat the drumsticks. So number three. Now the three that I'm naming, of course, that leaves the breast, the wing, the thigh. Any one of these three could be number one. Let's see. I think Anna's coming on again. Okay.
Yay.
Okay, so Anna, I'm ranking chicken tonight because I didn't prepare a game because I didn't know who was gonna come on. Um, so I'm talking about the four pieces of chicken and ranking them. Now we've already covered this. There's some I'm just throwing away. The chicken feet, rooster testicles, and gizzards. No, those are no's. So we're narrowing it down to four: the drumstick, the thigh, the wing, and the breast. And so far, in number four place is the drumstick. Can't understand it. Don't know. It's for children. I don't get it. Um, like who sits around and thinks, "Gee, I want a drumstick." I can't. So that's my
My
fourth
mother
one.
does actually, so
You eat those things?
no, not me. My mother loves the dark meat.
No,
She
not
likes
dark
the
meat. The drum. I know drumsticks are dark meat. But
mm.
why drumsticks? They're terrible. I'm like, this is terrible.
She would have to tell you. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. So my next three, any of the three could be number one. Like any of the three I'm about to name. So I just had to go with what I like. So number four. Oh, wait a minute. She's got a comment. Hold on. Now we got. Okay, could you explain why? Because I literally don't understand this. I thought this part of the chicken was for children and nobody over seven ate it. But okay, assuming you're Anna's mother, then you're over
Yes.
seven. So if you could just like explain, you don't have to, but I'd appreciate it because I don't understand it. So number 3 on my list is the chicken thigh. Again, this could be number 1 because you could do a lot with chicken thighs. You can make chicken salad. You can make chicken nuggets. You could make chicken spaghetti, although that's kind of disgusting, but some people do that. Um, and like I said, it could be number 1 because it's versatile, but because I'm not a real fan of dark meat per se, I had to put it 3. Number 2, and this is where I really was like fighting. The chicken wing. Oh my goodness, I love chicken wings. Here's my problem with chicken wings. They're so small, you have to eat like 25 of them. Like, why am I mean, they taste so good. Like, chicken wings are delicious. Trust me, they are. But you have to eat like a whole bucket full of them to get any type of, like, you're not getting full off of 3 chicken wings. And I'm talking about, like, not like the restaurants do where they break it off and they give you either the flats or the drumettes. I'm talking about the whole wing. No, I love chicken wings again, but that's the one thing about chicken wings that annoys me is you gotta eat 80,000 of them. Why? This is just making me gain weight. Okay, so that leaves the breast. Now I know what some people are gonna say about the chicken breast. It's dry. That's because y'all don't cook it right. You can't just you got to thin out the chicken breast. You can't just cook a hunk of chicken breast, just all a hunk. Look, I can't cook work squat, but I got sense enough to know, oh, make the chicken breast thin, and then that way it's not dry. It's juicy. It's got flavor. You can literally do anything with a chicken breast. You could make a sandwich. You could make nuggets. You could make almost anything with chicken breast. Number 1, it's flavorful if you cook it right. Because some of y'all, and let's get on this, y'all need to wash y'all chicken. Stop it with these dang on cooking shows. I saw one, that lady pulled out them chicken wings and just put them in the flour. I was like, I'm not eating at your house, lady. No. I mean, you'll never invite me, but I'm not eating at your house. Period.
They don't know. They don't know what's on the chicken when you buy it from the store. Plates,
Like,
people, plates.
They're like, oh, well, you'll just knock around germs. That's why you put it in a bowl and then you. I don't understand why people don't wash it. That's why I don't eat chicken at restaurants anymore because I'm like, I bet you they don't wash their chicken. I bet you.
Good point.
Unless it's a soul food restaurant. Now, soul food restaurant, 99% sure they gonna wash their chicken. Everybody else, I'm like, I'm gonna look at you sideways. So, Anna, what do you say about the 4 pieces of chicken? Or do you eat chicken in that manner?
I do eat chicken actually, and it is one of my main sources of protein that doesn't upset my stomach. So I think I would mostly go in the order that you went. I like the white meat more than I do the dark. And a lot of the drumsticks, the wings, it's a lot of work to be getting a tiny bit of meat from it.
Now, the drumstick has meat on it, but again, it's so
So what? I didn't hear. What is your specific? You don't like the dark
I don't
meat,
like the
or
drumstick because it's terrible. It's just terrible. It's
you gotta give me
dry.
more than that.
It's got that little. Now your mother says she likes this one. it has a handle on it. I think she's talking about that little handle thing. To me, probably because it's dark meat and I'm ranking it last because that's like the last piece of chicken. When I go to the store and buy chicken, I'm not even looking for it. If I see they have drumsticks, I'm just passing the chicken right on by and going straight to the turkey. I'm just not even thinking about
Hmm.
it. And to me, it just tastes nasty.
That's your taste, then.
Yep. So now
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna.
like breasts. And yes, you can cook it so that it is lovely, juicy, everything that you said.
Yeah, it's
You just
dry. No, you don't know how to
have to know
cook
how to
it.
cook it.
Oh, I can't stand it. So now we're gonna move on to, and I'll let you go this way next. Talk about our favorite ways to eat chicken. So the choices are barbecue, rotisserie, baked, and fried.
Well, fried would be my last because that would be the hardest for my stomach to take, even though I loved fried chicken growing up. I think, we don't barbecue that much anymore, so I think I would put that. It's the rotisserie and the baked is, um, I guess, the most safe for me. And I know it will get cooked. Um, if I had to pick, rotisserie would be number one.
Oh, see, my list is all different. Okay, so
Hmm.
ranking last, um, barbecue chicken. Why? You're going to talk about some dried chicken. Oh my goodness,
Hmm.
barbecue chicken is blah, 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 blah,
I
blah.
think once again you need to know how to do it. If you have a good grill, you could do
No,
it.
I have one of those grilled. Okay, so yeah, Parker grilled and barbecue and grilled, same thing. So then next is rotisserie chicken.
Hmm.
I like it when they sprinkle the lemon on it or sprinkle lime on it. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. And plus,
Lime and honey. Ooh, with
I've
chicken.
never had
Oh,
honey on chicken.
oh, darling. Add either lemon or lime, or if you're a lemon lime person, both, with some honey. Do a little bit of butter, so just put it over a stove top or any kind of heating source that you have. Oh, it's so good on the chicken. It's so good. Trust me, you'll love it. You'll love it.
Oh, wait a minute. Now you're going to start making me think. Now, let me try that. Okay, so I
Mm.
said rotisserie was next. Baked chicken only because of shake and bake. Only because you can put shake and bake on the chicken and put it in the oven. That's the only reason that's ranking above rotisserie chicken, which means
Okay.
my number one all the time I can eat this one is fried chicken, period. I could literally eat fried chicken every single day. There's no doubt about it. This is why I'm so big because I could sit here and literally every day of the month, every day of this month and be like, I'm eating chicken. I'm having fried chicken. It doesn't even make sense. It's crunchy. It's it's like the juices inside. Oh my gosh! Oh, fried chicken is so good. Like people that don't like fried, like I understand you can't eat it, but people that
It's
can
not that
eat
I
it
don't like it.
and then don't like it, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Oh, it's so good.
It's
It's
it's amazing.
so good. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so I just thought of a game, and Parker, you're gonna have to help me with this. He says I should. Well, wait a minute, that's the wrong one. I should rank the best sauces for wings. There's only two.
Oh,
Like name them all, cause I know there's ranch dressing, blue cheese, and hot sauce. That's pretty much what I. Oh, and barbecue sauce.
right. There's
There's what?
there, the honey lime. I would do that.
Okay. Yeah, Parker, you're gonna
Um,
have to name some sauces because I'm literally like, I only can think of four. Um,
hmm.
so we're gonna play. Well, I said we wasn't gonna play a game because I hadn't thought of one, but now I just literally thought of a game. It's called One Has to Go. So I'm gonna pick. Um, yeah, I know Parker. I only know four: barbecue, ranch dressing. That's it. That's all I know is four. Um, One has to go. So I'll name four things, and you have to eliminate one of them.
Okay.
And this is Broadway musicals: West Side Story, Mary Poppins, the first one, Oklahoma. No, wait a minute. West Side Story, Mary Poppins, The Sound of Music, Rocky Horror Picture Show. You have to get rid
I
of
would
one.
take out Mary Poppins.
You would get rid of Mary Poppins? But it's Mary Poppins and she's perfect in every way.
Hmm.
Obviously, we disagree. Could you explain why you're wanting to get rid of Mary Poppins and keeping the other ones?
Because I enjoy the other ones. It's honestly, I like all four. Um, well, Rocky Horror. I haven't had as trying to remember the Rocky Horror. It's been a long
It's
time.
a story about the transvestite from outer space comes to Earth, sleeps with the boyfriend, sleeps with the girlfriend, sings time warp, they go back home. That's pretty much it. That's the whole story.
Okay, that can be four. That can be four. That can be. I can because I like Sound of Music and I like West Side Story and
Well,
the
here's
the
mine.
songs are fun.
West Side Story is not going anywhere. Anybody that tells me, "Oh, I don't like West Side Story," I'm wondering, one, who raised you? Who raised you? Because something in your childhood was wrong. This musical is like, if it wasn't for my number one musical, it would be like my top musical. It is literally the perfect musical. Perfect, except for Be Cool. I don't like that song at all. That's the only song I don't like it. But um West Side Story
my
wasn't going.
dad will randomly burst out with the whole "When you're a jet, all the
Oh,
way from
wait.
your first cigarette to your last dying day." Mm,
Yes,
that's who
will
I was.
not go anywhere. Second one won't go anywhere is Sound of Music. Climb every mountain. The hills are alive with music. Do re mi. No. It's got some flaws in it. Like, okay, but the music is so good and the acting is so good, you just kind of ignore it. That
I agree.
leaves, what did I say? The Rocky Horror and something else I said.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. Um, this is where it gets hard because I like both of these musicals. I like Mary Poppins because it's more family oriented. The whole family the whole family could watch West Side Story, but
That's a
I'm just
little more
yeah, it's a
adult. Like
little
my nephew would.
yeah.
Sorry.
I'm like I don't know if I'll let my nephew watch it without explaining. Okay, this is what was happening and da 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 da. But then it's a musical. But comparing just the two, Rocky Horror Picture Show is definitely not for the children. You do not take your do not take your children to see Rocky Horror
Good.
Picture Show. They need to be at least 15, 16, 17. They need to be
Well,
up there.
depends. If you
I'm
have
not.
a very grown-up person, a little person in your house, I saw that
I'm.
at 12, and I loved it.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I'm queer, so
I saw the musical first when I was like 20, 21.
Hmm.
And I'm like, you don't take the babies to see this. You do not, in my opinion. I'm like, nah, you got to have
No.
you got to have 2 digits in your age. It's cleverly weird. Like
Hmm.
it's really clever, but it's weird at the same time. So I'm like, okay. But then Mary
Yeah, a lot
Poppins
of the references will go right over your kids' heads.
had Ella, if
So
you're not paying attention, like with
it's
Mary
better.
Poppins, like they jump in a cartoon and then they jump right back out of it. And Dick Van Dyke is in it. I'm like, ugh. so so the one I'm gonna get rid of, this gonna hurt. Ooh, this gonna hurt. I gotta get rid of Rocky Horror Picture Show. I can't get rid of Mary Poppins. I cannot get rid of Mary Poppins. That's the hard one. That's the hard one. Um, another pick. One has to go. One has to go. I'm trying to think of a good one that you would know. Oh, there's a good one for you. Since no, that's too controversial. Um, that's too controversial. Okay, do you? This isn't. I'll get back to one has to go when I think of the topic. Do you prefer to carry? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do one has to go. Cash, debit, and this is only three because I can't think of another. Cash, no, I can't. Cash, check, Bitcoin, or debit card. Which one of those has to go?
Bitcoin, because I won't even go into that.
That was a quick choice. And see, I would say cash has to go because Bitcoin. The thing that confuses me about Bitcoin is like when you go to the store, you're buying things. Can you just? They don't say, "Hey, this is 5 Bitcoins." They just say it's da 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 dollars. So I don't understand the whole crypto thing, which is why I would have eliminated it. But cash is the one that just annoys me, and I'll tell you why. Other people's hands done touched it. Oh my
Dirty.
goodness.
It's dirty.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh. But when you get a crispy $100 bill,
Oh, that's
oh,
nice.
oh, I know it's money and you shouldn't want money like that, but when it's crispy and it's brand new, oh, but yeah, cash for me has to go. It's so annoying. And then when you give cash to a cashier, they don't know how to subtract. So they're like, well, if the order is 889, they're gonna be like, well, how much is this? How much you get back? And don't let the computer go out. So you pick Bitcoin, I pick cash. Only because even though I don't understand Bitcoin, and I literally don't, I'm still more likely to pick that over cash. Cash just annoys me, and I don't know why. Although people who take Bitcoins, could y'all explain this to me? Because I really want to know why can't you go to the gas station and buy Bitcoins? You can buy them, but you can't. What do you do with them? Like, what do you do with Bitcoins?
Not everybody takes
I don't know
um
anybody that takes them.
crypto. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
I would
why I
assume.
was.
Parker's saying that 80% of the people he knows, I would say like 80% of the people who own Bitcoin had never actually bought. That's what I'm like. What are they buying Bitcoin? Because I almost want to change my answer to Bitcoin, but I want to know what are they like? What do they do with it? They just sit
So
around with it.
is it more of an investment thing where it like a
No,
stock
I'm
you
asking
buy
you
it,
because I
or
literally don't know.
I don't know either. I'm kind of asking Parker at this point.
Yeah, because I'm like, what are they? Oh, he said they are just buying Bitcoin and wait to see if the price goes up and hoping they'll sell it for a profit. But are they selling
So
it
it
for
is.
Bitcoins or are they selling it for cash? That's my other
Yeah,
question.
probably for cash to go into their banking account.
I would be, I would be very happy to take everyone's dirty. I just can't with cash. It's just like debit card. That's how I prefer.
Yes, me too.
It's easy and Check was on there, and you notice both of us didn't even pick that. Who writes a check? Who literally writes checks anymore?
It's been years. Yeah.
I
I
don't
haven't.
even know. Okay, so they are selling the bitcoins for cash. Okay,
Okay, so
now I
it was
know.
a
So
stock kind of thing.
I guess I'm gonna change my answer to Bitcoin because I'm like, well, wait a minute, what are they saying? Because you know, I'm thinking, oh, you buy it, and so you see a car, it's like, oh, this is gonna be 10,000 Bitcoins. Da da da. Here, your 10,000. Give me the car. Apparently, it doesn't work that way. Because I'm just like cryptocurrency. Like I wish, like I've tried to watch videos on Google, and I'm just like,
I
okay, I don't feel smart anymore. Let me stop watching this. I'm just like, boy, did that just go over my head? What? Huh? What? And then, huh? I mean, I'm not a stupid person,
No, you are
but
not.
boy, I was like,
Neither am I. But
I'm like, and then what? Uh huh. Yeah, but checks. I don't. Are there check making companies
there
now?
are there are things that you still have to use a check
Wait
for.
a
I
minute, we
believe.
just found somebody who just does. I know a man who still pays his bills by mail. What is this man's name? Because I literally am like, I go online or on
It
the
wouldn't
phone.
happen to be Marlin, would it?
Yeah, Marlon, is that you? Because
Mhm.
paying stuff by mail, you don't never know. Nah.
I would rather something came right out of my bank account and I know what my balance is.
Get it automatically withdrawn. That way, you know when it comes out, like what you have
No,
left. You're
I
like, no.
can't do that because of medications. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's a good. Mhm.
I do not have. I basically I have a Patreon bill. That's one of my steadfast every month, but that goes on credit so that I can pay it off. So, but you didn't add credit.
Oh, so it's like stock. Well,
Okay, that makes sense.
and now that's making a look. Thank you, Parker, because I was so like,
Hmm.
what and what they do with it. Please, I don't get a bill I can't pay online. Yep, that's how I pay everything. Or just like it's coming out.
Yes. Hmm.
Okay, another one must go. Marlon, you best not say no. I'm not gonna do the Wizard of Oz. Nope. I'm gonna do
Don't
this
open up
one
that.
instead. Okay, Velma, Freddie, Daphne, or Shaggy. Which one goes?
Daphne.
Wow, you said that fast.
Well, the other ones are actually you need them.
No, you don't. What you need Fred for? All he does is boss people around. He
Hmm.
literally never finds any clues. At least Daphne, she stumbles on something. Yes, it's by accident, but she'll
Oh, that's true.
stumble on something. Fred doesn't find any clues. He doesn't capture any ghosts. He doesn't do any. No,
Okay, sorry. Switch those around. Yeah,
you're
Fred can
not
go.
bringing them. You're getting rid of one of them.
Fred can go.
Yeah, because I would say here's what
You need
first.
Velma. You need
Yeah, you
Shaggy.
need Velma because somebody has to lose their glasses. Like somebody has to lose their like people wear glasses like me because like y'all don't see me wear them because I'm not driving. But
Oh,
when
I've never
I
seen you with
promise
that.
I lose my glasses at least once a day. I'm like, where'd I put them? They're never on top of my head, but I'll put them in. I'm telling you,
You have one of the like
I will
to hold
not
it
get
down.
a keychain eyeglass. No,
No.
Marlon, Shaggy, and Fred, more women for me. So apparently you haven't seen the new Velma cartoon.
Well, Velma's bi.
I thought they made her gay. That's what I thought. And of
Oh, I
course,
thought
this
it
is just a cartoon, people, not real life.
was.
But for me, like I said, Daphne, at least she could find a clue. Yeah, it was by
Mm-hmm.
accident, and she fell. Um, okay, Velma, you can't get rid of because she's super smart. Shaggy, I almost wanted to say Shaggy because essentially, what does he actually do but watch Scooby? That's all he does. He'll maybe find a clue every now and then, but he not in them streets like that. He's more of Scooby's second fiddle. Like we know
Mm-hmm.
Scooby Doo is the
What
star of the show.
character?
Period. Like he's the star. He top billing. But Shaggy is like Scooby Doo's side piece. Like he don't really do nothing. Um like he don't really
Oh,
do.
he understands Scooby. They have that innate relationship where they can talk to each other and they don't need words and
Yeah, so
interpreter.
I almost picked Shaggy. But then I had to come back to Fred because I'm like, dude, what do you do? You literally add nothing.
Yeah,
You just are out here. You're coming up with
you're not
these
even pretty.
yeah, you're coming up with traps, okay, but you never lead the ghost slash werewolf slash whatever into the traps. You make Shaggy do it. Like, why don't they just say, you know
Of
what,
course.
Fred? Why don't you just leave? Because you don't do anything. Wait a minute, I can't believe this one. Shaggy is a drug dealer. He's the only one that can pay for the gas that a drug dealer. We're talking about school. We're not talking about all these reimaginations. I'm talking about the traditional Scooby Doo. Where are you? He's a drug dealer. A drug dealer. I can't. Shaggy even sounds like a drug dealer. He's Shaggy because of his hair. No, he's a drug dealer. He
It's
just
what it
called Shaggy a
doesn't
drug dealer. Marlon, you know what? It's too bad you can't come in here because I'll be all up in your grill about calling Shaggy a drug dealer. Okay, next game, probably the last one, is another one has got to go. This is easy. Linus, Franklin, Peppermint Patty, or Lucy?
matters. I want to say Lucy because she's annoying. But you're seriously not going to have Schroeder in there?
Yep, Schroeder's in there. Schroeder, Linus, Lucy. Did I say Peppermint Patty?
You said Frank. You said Franklin
Franklin.
before.
Schroeder, Franklin, Lucy, and Linus.
Okay. You need the piano. You need Schroeder.
Oh,
Peppermint Patty is always.
she wasn't a choice because I didn't put Peppermint Patty in there.
You did though.
And I said Linus, Lucy, Franklin, and Schroeder.
Okay, which one is Franklin again?
Franklin is the black one.
I can't remember
Really,
anything
Parker?
that he did.
Really,
You're gonna
Parker?
take the one black kid out, Parker?
I know, for
I
real.
can't remember.
You go just seriously, just take him out. It don't matter.
I would say Lucy, really, because she's just a bully.
I'm gonna surprise you. I'm gonna say Schroeder. No, not Schroeder. I'm gonna say Linus.
Oh, well, I was considering.
Oh, Parker, correct me. I did say Peppermint Patty the first time. Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot. But okay, I said Peppermint Patty. Dang on it. I'm not taking Franklin out because you know what? Black power. No, I will not take out Franklin. No, not.
Right.
But
Mm,
Linus was useless. Besides being Lucy's brother, what did he
yeah,
do?
he had a blanket.
Like Lucy, at least okay,
That was
she's annoying, but she had a side hustle with her business. So she was like an entrepreneur. So she was charging $5 for psychiatric. Sure, she's not
okay.
licensed. Sure,
Well,
she
that
didn't
makes
have.
sense.
I thought she was charging under $1, and I
Yeah.
felt like
That's
she was giving the people what they wanted. Because sure, she's not licensed, but she had that entrepreneurial spirit that it takes to hustle. She's got the gift of hustle. Schroeder plays the
okay.
piano, and you always gonna need piano. Although I never did understand why they made their parents talk. That just annoyed me.
Because when you're young, that's what your parents sound like.
No, my parents didn't sound like that.
There were times when mine did.
Maybe, and I just don't remember it because I was a child so long ago. But Peppermint Patty, I think the reason I said it and then changed my mind is because I didn't want to get into what do you call her, sir? And she's a girl. I didn't want to get into that whole territory.
I know lots of women that like Sir.
See, this is why I think I took Peppermint Patty off the list. This right here. This is pretty much why I said, you know what? Let me take her off the list.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we queer can go away.
No, no, I'm taking her off the list because this is what I did not want to hear. I did not want to hear, oh, she was LGBTQ before. No, that's not what I wanted to hear. So, Anna, you missed the
And
big
so,
announcement.
sorry. I just wanted to ask that. How does being addressed as Sir affect your sexuality?
It doesn't, but it annoys me because I'm like, you don't see a female, you don't see it. So, that's me. I'm answering the question. That may not be an answer you want to hear, but that's just me answering it. Of course, I don't
Right?
think anybody's gonna. You took out the one black character, and I'm still upset about that. Period. He was the only person of color in that whole
Franklin
thing.
didn't say much, right?
He
He
didn't,
didn't say
but
much.
his presence showed black children across America. And he actually, the story behind why Franklin was created, oh, I was like, okay, Charles Schultz, you okay with me?
Can you
Somebody
share?
wrote him. Yeah, now this is me paraphrasing the story, and I'll have to
Mhm.
get like the YouTube clip. But basically, a parent wrote him and saying, hey, this was like during the civil rights times, right? And they were like, hey, why don't you put a black child to show that we can integrate instead of being segregated? So he created
Oh,
Franklin, which is why I'm never taking Franklin off the list.
right on.
Sure, they sat him across on that Thanksgiving table by himself. And sure, he never had a plot revolve around him. And sure, he didn't have a last name. But oh well,
Sometimes representation does matter, though.
yeah, and it mattered with Franklin. But I wanted to reiterate
Sorry.
that the telethon, thank you, Parker, is 12 hours, not 10. So I've decided, in order to raise money for, that's what I'm getting to. In order to raise money for my channel, I'm gonna do a 12-hour telethon. I'm gonna go live 12 hours straight, 8 to 8, 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. And I'm
I
looking.
can't even. I don't have 12 fingers. That's a
Yep,
lot of hours.
that's a lot of hours, but I need to raise a lot of money because
What are
as
you looking to
Phil,
raise money for
a new
specifically?
computer and lights, because my
Oh,
lights
okay.
are giving out, and I'm just like, I got 500, but what I need cost is going to cost about 3,500. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't got 3,500. So we'll be
Okay.
talking more about what I need: artists, singers, dancers, painters, sculptors, poets. etc. And the link is on my page now, but tickets don't go on sale until May 1st. But I also am pleased to announce, and I forgot to announce this at the top of the show, the Black Exodus discussion will be taped the 17th and it will air February the 27th. I will be moderating a discussion of leading Black activists, talking about the duopoly and how it has worked us over. So look in your inboxes. Well, if you're on my mailing list, look for it tomorrow, because I'll be emailing about it. And of course, tomorrow is the Say What Awards taping. And I got a lot of stuff going on. So, Anna, before I just ramble, how can people find you?
You can find me either, easiest thing is go to my website, borreliaetc.com, BORRELIAETC.com.
And everybody remember that you can always, wait a minute. I'll let you answer that question before I get to mine.
Yes, well, hopefully I wake up tomorrow and I won't have a bad day so that I will be able to come on. It is my plan, yes.
So hopefully we will have some more people for game night so that we can actually play some games. But if not, I'll make up stuff to talk about. I can always work on the fly. But I want to thank everyone for all of their support. All 104 of my subscribers. We got 896 to go before we hit 1,000. We're hitting 1,000. Doesn't even matter. We're hitting it. I want that YouTube trophy. I want it bad. It's going to be mine. And remember, as I announced on the first of the show, if you are a Patreon subscriber, February the 1st will be the first episode of Tracy Buys a House. If you are not a Patreon subscriber, you will not get to see the episode. And boy, do I go in. So just remember to support me on Patreon, subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, and if you can stay behind a second, I got a question for you, and we will all see you. $9.96, no, $8.97. 104, 1,000 minus 104 is $8.96.
You're
now
correct.
Looky here, I'm pretty sure I got that right. Oh yes, I am right. I'm like, nah, that's $8.96. So thank you all for joining me. Again, I said this show was gonna be short, and it wasn't. But next week, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say the show will be long, so it'll be short. But I will see you all later. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great evening. Be sure to check out my website, TracyMediaLLC.com, where you can see all of my videos. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.